Welcome to the Guitar Channel. I am super happy to welcome you a new boutique guitar builder interview. I am with the one only Isaac Jang. Isaac, how are you doing today?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for having me on your interview.
I'm not going to ask you if you survived the NAMM show because you were not an exhibitor, but did you survive it as a visitor?
Oh yeah, I survived as a visitor, hanging out. I was actually it was more fun because I was a free man, liberated, just going everywhere, talking to everyone, and not have to be held by my booth. So this time was sort of a good experience, but I won't be able to do it for too long because I have to start exhibiting and build and sell guitars, right?
What are one or several picks of the show?
Definitely boutique guitar showcase. We had just great builders just in the lined up, and the gold collection that Mike Spalt.
You love that?
Oh, I love it. Every time I just go there, it makes me happy. And those are two my highlights.
Any specific builder you would like to showcase among the boutique guitar showcase, or you don't want to choose to avoid making enemies?
Well, let's put it this way. This time I am biased because my buddy Tyler Wells from Long Hair LHG Guitars, and he got me the badge. So I went in as his assistant, even though I wasn't really his assistant. But he's been building really beautiful guitars, really great fit and finish, and beautiful finish work. But ultimately, his guitars sound really good. So I guess that I can say with a little bit of a biased disclaimer, but beautiful guitars.
What did you think of the atmosphere at the NAMM show? Because it was a special edition, and you've been to many NAMM shows before. So what do you think?
It definitely felt emptier than before, right? I mean, it was emptier, 40%, about 40% emptier than typical NAMM show. With their basement hall fully closed, and then a lot of the surrounding walls were all vacant. But I think it was actually quite nice. A lot of still good foot traffic, especially around the guitar areas, because I guess people were just more focused on that area because everywhere else was either not there or closed. And great number of players and audience still came through, and I saw still very good energy at the show. So I think just easing into the show from the pandemic, I think makes I think it was a good way to kind of get back in the water, get your foot in the water. So
Are there some people left that you actually don't know during the NAMM? Because I went through your selfie collection on Facebook, and I mean everybody's there. I am even there. So.
Well, we did miss a lot of the people at the show. I mean, our typical friends that we see at the show weren't there because also the timing it wasn't in January. So I think and everyone's schedule was in a different timing. I mean, we had a lot of people we missed, and I didn't.
At one point, I saw you were in big discussion with Duke Cower and Bob Taylor. So you are really hanging with the big guys.
Well, it was more like, for me, it was like a starstruck moment. I was just hanging out, and then just like, is that Bob Taylor? I was talking to Doug, and I felt bad because we were so engaged in the conversation, and I see that Bob Taylor coming, so I'm just like talking like this, and it's like, Bob Taylor? But actually, Doug knew Bob, and he introduced me to him, and it was really nice to have a conversation with someone who sort of pioneered this huge innovation in guitar making. So it was really nice to talk with him.
We are here in your not so new workshop, but that you start to work here like two years ago. So how does it feel to be in such a nice space now?
It feels very nice. And I think from my old space, what I miss about it is everything being within my arm's reach. So I've actually recreated.
You have longer arm now?
Yes. But now I was able to recreate that space in my dry room. Everything is still within my arm's reach. So it's kind of a similar setup, but with the capacity of being able to have a bigger space for processing wood and storing wood and keeping sort of the stages of it in different my benches without having to clear out every time I have to do different job.
And what has changed, you think, in your production because now you move to this new space?
It definitely makes me to think at a different angle so I can work more cleanly without having to spend extra hours in a way.
You mean setting up
yes.
space and so on? Yeah.
Setting up and certain process. I still found myself doing a lot of handwork, but I think a lot of like a preliminary work I can actually do it, make a lot of dust and still not have to worry too much about that because now I have separate space for that.
Oh, yeah.
So that became really nice, and then being able to process some of the lumbers in-house makes it also really easy to work some of the components. Yeah.
Now that you have this beautiful space where we just did a visit, do you have a better idea of where you want to take Isaac Jang guitars for the next few decades?
Probably just keep doing what I'm doing.
Okay.
I think I found myself, I tried to sort of see my angle to if I could do more work faster, but I think for me, I have to just do what I'm doing, and then it also kind of, by doing it more, it becomes a little bit sort of faster. But fast is not really my model of building. It's more like doing it accurately and just getting it done cleanly and getting a good result is always my number one goal. And that's why I have a lot of overdue projects that my clients have been patiently waiting for over like past 2 years. And so I think my goal is just keep doing what I'm doing and not really get into two other, I don't know. Okay. Sorry.
How long is your wait list at the moment?
Right now, probably about 6 years.
6 years?
Yes. Yeah. I have to admit that I'm slow, and some of my previous, I guess my current work also is rolling over to different years. So yeah, about 6 years seems realistic.
So you were not an exhibitor at the NAMM show. Do you have plans to exhibit to other guitar show in 2022 or after that?
Yeah, so this year I'm actually doing 2 shows. Okay. One at the Fretboard Journal Summit in Chicago. Oh, yeah. That's happening in August. And I'll be doing...
it's the first time they're organizing that, no?
No? They've done it before, but as a Luthier show, I think it'll be sort of official, nice. For that part of that Fretboard Summit. And after that, I'll be in Woodstock show for in October. So those are 2 shows I'm doing this year.
I need to go to Woodstock. I keep hearing some nice things about that show. And so only mostly acoustic guitars, right?
I think all acoustic guitars.
All acoustic guitars.
Yeah, and arch tops.
Okay. Excellent. Isaac, thank you very much for having me here at your workshop, and it's really amazing to see the space you have here, and I can't wait to see the next incredible guitars you are going to build. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, and thank you for being here, and really good seeing you. Guitar Channel. Yeah!
For the price of a magazine, subscribe to The Guitar Channel to access the full videos.